This portion of the video is to show how easy it is to install a Skyline solar water heater on tile roof. Right here we have barrel tile and we have flat tile. And you can see the rails right here. These are shorter than normal, but they demonstrate how they can go into the roof at different areas. We go into the roof right above where the top of the collector or the tile below ends. So right here, this tile would end here, we go in just above it. Same with the barrel tile. The tile ends here and we put in the lag just above it. All we do is a very simple system. We simply drill a 1/2 inch hole in the tile. We have a tube. In this case we just simply used a 1/2 inch OD copper tube, hard copper tube. We cut it just long enough so it comes a little bit above the tile. You can see right in there. Now what we do before we put the tube in is we take caulk and we simply insert caulking into the tube so it comes up maybe halfway. By doing this, when the lag goes in, it pushes that caulk out as it goes in. I didn't actually put any in here, but I think you can get the idea. As this goes in, it's going to drag the caulk into the roof and the hole that's being drilled. So I just put this in to the roof, put this over. Remember, there's going to be caulk in that tube. Whoops. So when this goes in, at this point we drill it in, and when it gets to a little bit about halfway, then we lift this up and we put a nice bead of caulk around it here so that when we drive it all the way tight, it winds up like the finished one here, and it shows this caulk totally sealing the tile, and inside it's also sealed. And take a video right in here. I want to have them be able to see the way this looks inside. Is that bright enough, or can you turn on a there we go, turn on a light. You can see right in there, this is how it's just above the tile below it. It goes right into the roof, and it's a totally watertight seal there. We use these special lags here that are hardened steel. We have longer ones right here for when we have to go through the roof, and sometimes you have quite a distance, so you can see how long that is. I think it's like 12 inches, and these are 8 inches. So you can see those right there. As you can see, typically when we put rails into a roof, we actually use the same lag hole as we do to hold the L-clip. In this case, we actually choose where we want to go through the roof, and when we go in, we drive it in a little bit, and you can see the indent right here, so that actually lowers the angle right on the top. And that's okay. It's okay to have it a little bit higher, because this will just press into the bottom of the collector. No harm done. And then of course the collector trim goes over the L bracket and the frame inside. When we do several collectors, this is a short demonstration of what it would be like to install 3 collectors. The first collector would go in here, clip under this. Second collector would just clip under here, snap under this, and the third collector up above. So this would be a standard installation with one leg in the middle. If we were doing 4 collectors, it would actually be, this would be another one of the U-clips would be here, and the actual hole would be right there as well. So we use just 2 lags for 1 and 2 collectors. We use 3 lags for 3 and 4 collectors, rails. And then right here, just to show you, this is our standard tilt kit, and we have it going into the rafter, going up and down, top and bottom, and it's a very simple, very sturdy setup. And I'm going to show you something again right underneath here that shows you a couple of different ways of mounting. For example, go ahead and take a look into here. See where the lag goes through? Okay. So the lag goes through, and in this case, because it's really hard to find the rafters under this, we just did a spanner board underneath. And Clark will show you the spanner board right underneath there. Go ahead and go back a little bit and show them what that looks like. So the lag is actually going into the spanner board right through here and right here. And you can see we've toenailed it into the rafter. So on either side we put a toenail in, and this is a very strong system. Not that we need a great deal of strength with these light collectors, but if you do have, say, hurricane winds or something in that manner, this will really hold it in place. So we did the same thing here with the flat tile. In the case where there's just very light loads or not really much of a wind, it is possible to use a short spanner board. This isn't recommended, but since the collector is so light, it can be done. And then of course we happen to show the tilt kit just going right into the rafter itself. This is the way most people do it. They just put the lag, there we go, we'll show this right here. Put the lag right through the foot and then into the rafter underneath. Also, the same thing is very important. When you put the lag in, you want to put the lag in, pull it out, force in some Silkaflex or good quality polyurethane sealant into the hole, then put the lag back into it. You put a little dab over it, and when you squeeze it down, you get a nice seal. So that's about it right now for the mounting of the collectors.